everyone, back again. We're going to do the Eensy Weensy Spider song. So you know the normal one, so we'll sing that first. Put your fingers up, wriggle them. Whoa. The Eensy Weensy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the Eensy Weensy Spider climbed up the spout again. Fantastic. Now this is the one where we use a piece of paper. But remember at kinder, I usually use this paper that we scrunch up. But I've sort of worked out that you might not have those at home. So you can either use a tissue, clean one please, or you could use a piece of paper. Or if you've got a big piece of paper, I got one out from the recycle bin, and you can tear it and make it smaller. Just tearing. Tearing paper is really fun actually. It's good for your little fingers. So if you want to tear some paper from the recycle bin, that's lots of fun. So you can either use that one or the tissue. The tissue is a little bit easier because you can scrunch it in your hand. Now remember, we only use one hand. So I'm going to leave my other hand on my knee. And this one, we're going to start at the top and we're going to crawl down. Then we're going to pick up our paper. It's not paper, tissue. And we're going to roll it around. See how I'm only using one hand? And I'm rolling it around. And I'm keeping my hand nice and high. And then I'm going to throw it. And then the last bit is I crawl back off on the ground, back up to my knee. Okay? So I'm going to get my tissue all flat, and if you don't want your tissue you can get your paper and all flat, whichever's easiest. Make sure it's all flat and ready. So we'll start with our hands up here. The Eensy Weensy Spider climbed down off the wall. He found a piece of paper and scrunched it in a ball. He held it in the air and rolled it round and round. He threw the ball away and crawled back on the ground. Good job. Now we're going to try the other hand. It's very tricky doing one hand. Some of you might want to try and use the other hand, but if you can, it's really good just to use one hand at a time. So I'm going to put my other hand at the top of my head. You ready? The Eensy Weensy Spider climbed down off the wall. He found a piece of paper and scrunched it in a ball. He held it in the air and rolled it round and round. He threw the ball away and crawled back on the ground. Nice work. That's so cool. So you can practice at home, getting your piece of paper or your tissue, and make sure it's all flat. And when you pick it up and scrunch it with one hand. And sometimes, remember at kinder we might have something on the ground that we have to try and throw it into. So you might want to have a piece of paper, or you might want to have some material, or you might want to have a pillow that you have to throw your ball onto. Okay, have lots of fun. Miss you. See ya.